Sorry for taking so long in this reply. I've been kind of an asshat for saying I would and then taking 4 months to get it done. Anyways, this is a response to An Atheist Speaks His Mind by The Man Who Fell to Earth. I completely agree with what you say in the beginning. Sadly, I think the whole ponage mentality is really common here on the tubes. Don't get me wrong, every now and then I don't mind it. Sometimes it can be entertaining, but it's just not what I go to YouTube for. I want more dialogue, more specific debates, rather than the typical "you're dumb, no, you're dumb" back and forth that seem to be all too common, especially within the last year or so. I'd have to say I'm pretty similar with how I was brought up. Both my parents are theists, but they were never anywhere close to fundamentalism. We live in the northwest United States, and here religion is somewhat less serious than other areas such as the South. And therefore, you could say my family is fairly typical of what you would see. I've never been very religious, so even though I didn't do any serious contemplation until I was around 21, labeling myself as an atheist wasn't as much of a struggle as I've seen for others. I'd have to say I'm pretty lucky not to have to deal with the whole process of losing faith nearly as much as other people. I completely agree with your comments on the development of society, especially with the idea of certainty. Science rarely provides an answer that it is certain of. There can be large amounts of evidence, but actually technically proving something is very hard to do scientifically, which I think it should be hard. Skepticism could be a great tool for learning about reality without bias. If you ask me, I don't necessarily have a problem with religion itself. Rather, I have a problem with statements of faith taken as fact, or taken as statements of total certainty, because I don't see those type of statements providing any increased knowledge in society. I do see it providing some amount of comfort, and that definitely should be taken into account. But I see that comfort being overruled by the benefits of being open to new ideas. I mean, skeptical in that the closer our beliefs are to society, to reality, I guess, the more we are able to develop society in a truly positive way. A simple example would be in healthcare. We could continue to believe that practices such as prayer helps aid someone in the recovery of a disease, although every study I've seen so far shows that it doesn't. But continuing in this belief doesn't, as far as what I've seen so far, help to alleviate an illness someone has. On the other hand, we can apply the scientific method to different treatments and objectively look at the data, find the treatment that works best, and apply it. A treatment that actually makes a difference, you know? Anyways, I love your video. Take care.